first things first. My name is Kenneth Bird. My company is Crystal Edge Technology Screens. So we're going to be painting a black screen in here, but it's going to be really weird shaped. I want something interesting for 3D mapping. So I did a mapping application on the white wall, and I'm using the frog tape to map out how I want to design the screen. I want to kind of like an octagon kind of shape. I would like to go with a circle, to tell you the truth, but I don't think we're going to be getting a circle out of this, to tell you the truth. But I would like to have a circle. So basically, it is a full square, but because of the mapping software, I'm able to take off the corners if I want. So I'm probably going to move the screen over just a little bit and then remap it again. Because this is a little off, big time, definitely off. So we're going to have to peel the tape off. I can get to the tape and go in and move it over a little bit more so we can apply the mapping software. I think it might be better if I just map out the whole section, and then I can just go in and go from there, because we're going to be a little bit off. All right, let me see. So I'm going to have to do this again. I maybe need to map the whole thing out. All right, so I'm going to close the project out. I got to do a scan. That's why. So a few minutes ago, we just posted some videos from one of our customers called John T. I had to ask him what he wanted to be called for his post on the 2.0. He's been displaying a lot of white levels. Thank you so much. We do appreciate the support on showing up those white levels on the product. She did the 4 square the first time. It'd been a lot easier. All right, cool. Now let's wait for that to load up and add something in there. Oh, that's good. Okay, surface done. And get something for this. This will be perfect. So give me a chance to put the tape where I need to put it. So what we're going to be doing is I'm going to be designing my screen, but first I got to map it out first. So the software already mapped out the surface. We're doing infrared paint. And then it'll load it up in a few minutes. There we go. I need tape. grab it that. All right. I want to do a kind of octagon shaped screen. That's what we're going for. And since we have projector mapping, we don't have to worry about having it perfectly, or we have to worry about the outside areas because the infrared won't see it. It doesn't pick up the outside areas at all. It only picks up what we choose to allow the projector to be able to hit. Now we can't use the white screen for this because white screens and gray screens don't work for projector mapping application due to the fact that we have to use very dark visual effects that the mapping equipment can't see. That's why you have to have screens that are black for visual effects, for basically for 3D mapping, because again, when it comes to those heavy contrast levels, which are a lot in mapping, projector mapping, you won't be able to see them if you're using a white screen. We're going to be making this our octagon vortex black hole. That's what we're designing. Black holes are not gray and they're not white. So, interesting. I've always wanted a weird shaped circle projection screen or something close to that. There we go. So tomorrow we're going to be making some of the black technology over there for this application. I'm going to show you what it's going to look like once we skip the outside areas. That we're not going to need anymore. This will be the oddest projection screen you ever see. Okay. I don't know how this is going to come out. I know how it's going to come out to make sure my shape is a little, it's okay. I'll show you how it's going to work. When we get done taping it up, I'm going to run a scan. I'm going to avoid the outside, and we're only going to hit the inside only. too bad. Let's see. Maybe a little off, not by much. Now, for those of you who sit there and say, well, projection screens are made to be square. This is 3D mapping applications. It's different. We don't watch movies on this. This is all done for visual effects, special effects. That's what it's designed for. So I want something where we can have pegs, where we can actually stick boxes or whatever out a little farther from the screen to give it a 3D effect. So we can map one section to another layer, map another section to another, and map that section. That's what it's designed for. It doesn't really care about what screen you have, what size the screen is, because when you're using those applications, it doesn't make a difference. You can map around anything you want. Let me see what we got going before I shoot. Plastic that's heating. All right. That's the beautiful thing about mapping. Should have went with a little bit. Here it should be coming here. Yeah, a little better. Now, for those of you that are looking to do haunted houses this year, that projector behind the back of the screen, yeah, that's mediocre. 3D mapping is a whole nother section. You can map literally anything you want, and you're not going to get anything coming from the projector. It kills the lamp source on the projector, so you're not seeing any of that at all, period. You can take it to a whole nother level. That's what we're going to be doing. Now we got a screen we're going to put out in the back, about 150 inch. We're going to be using 3D mapping applications for that, because I need something that when we put the software in, I need something that's going to start off like a head poking up, looking at you in the corner, and then going from one section and the head moving all the way around, and then they get right in the front and then disappear, and you just see somebody run up at you like, oh! You have to do 3D mapping for that. But we want it in different layers. We have multi-applications we're going to put up. One projector, you can put up multi-projection applications in one time. That's the beautiful thing about the mapping. So it does the job of 4 or 5 projectors at one time. Now, that's on one screen. But if you want to spread it out, you're going to have multiple projectors to do that one. That one's going to require multi-projectors. This is a little bit off here. A little bit off here. I want my vortex black hole. There we go. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to avoid this and this down here. All right, so we got that right from here, here. And we just have to avoid. Now, I'm going to turn this to the side for a minute. The sad thing about it is that the software by this particular company right here, you can't get it anymore. You can't find them. They're gone. I had a friend of mine came in, customer came in and wanted to use the same kind of mapping software we have here. Yeah, good luck. The company went under in COVID. When COVID hit, the company went under. Sad because it's all in one unit. That unit right there allows you to turn any projector you want, ultra short throw, whatever you want, into a mapping projector. Only problem is the company went under, and without that company to buy the mapping equipment is very tedious. It's very, I'm not calling back. Very tedious, and it can be a bit painstaking, and on top of that, it is expensive. Where this company figured out a way to make it so everybody can learn how to do it. But the problem is that they just didn't have enough support to stay afloat, and the company went under. Now, if you're able to get one, most likely you got to go on eBay so you can find one, but it's not going to be cheap. It's going to be expensive. I paid $1,000 for mine when I got mine. They're really over $1,000 now. If someone has one, and I'm not giving mine up, that's never going to happen. They're very hard to come by. I was going to buy another one, but then I found out the company went under. The company is still supporting the technology software. They get updates all the time. But other than that, it's a shame. I wish they could have been able to stay because, like I said, it's a fantastic way to learn it. Everybody else that has it wants so much money for that software. It's not even funny. There's a scan going off. And you can use these outside too. I've scanned in my backyard trees. Yeah, you can actually scan literally right off the trees. I've had UFOs coming in right through the trees and everything. Thought about scanning my neighbor's windows on his cars and make it look like somebody was inside of his car, but nah, that's not a good joke to play. Especially for stuff going on people's cars now today. But he did see the program going on outside with the trees and all. And he's wondering if I could basically set his car tires on fire. Like, yeah, again, you took a projector up, set it in the window, direct it to your cars, and just scan your wheels. That's all I have to do. He wants to get a picture of that. Here's a scan going off. Pretty soon it'll go blank, which means the application is done. Okay. And this is what I see on my end on the computer. That's what I'm picking up. So all I have to do is just infrared paint right where the inside the lines. That allows me to use a magic brush. Magic brush is much easier to do. And you can scan micro mesh. As a matter of fact, the first day I got it, everybody was sitting there scanning the wall, and like, gotta paid $1,000 for this. Gotta get my money's worth. Let's see what we can really do with this technology. So I got me a fish tank, coated it with an invisible coating on some plexiglass, stuck the plexiglass in the fish tank, took a projector, punched an image right through the glass, right through the water, and was able to project an image right underwater. I was like, okay, this caught my attention. This is what we're gonna start doing with it. That's why we're gonna have the 55 tank coming through. If it's not between the timeline on when we actually leave this place. So I haven't decided yet on ordering a tank that big. Maybe when I move and get my other place, I will show off the 55 tank scan on that. That would be nice. Really excited about this new leap now. I'm gonna be in a different state. Do you know that? I'm not gonna be in Philadelphia, I'm gonna be in a whole different state. I've got a lot of family in those parts. And I was asked before, many times before, to come up that way, and I was like, I've been in Philadelphia forever. But now, being 53 years, getting a little older now, and I gotta make some different decisions in life. And my health and all, I gotta make some decisions. Best to be close to family, and my insurance is taken up over there. I've been over there a few times for some doctor visits and stuff, and second opinions I needed outside the network. You know what that means when it comes to medical terms, outside the network. Getting second opinions. Yeah, I like it up there. Yeah, later on, because I don't know what I want yet when I go up there. I don't want to buy a house yet. So I'm probably going to get me probably a luxury apartment. I'm definitely going to need something about 1,000 square feet. And it's definitely going to have to have a private entrance because of the whole germophobic thing I go through. And definitely going to need some high-rise ceilings. My ceilings are going to at least have to be 15 feet high. It's the sort of things, perks I like. I've never moved into an apartment. This will be my first time. And then I can stay there for the time being until I figure out what I want. So chances are I'm probably going to end up getting a house out there and some storefront property in the business section downtown. So that's what I'm looking at right now. But for right now, if I'm definitely doing an apartment, I definitely want something with a little bit of a top area, bottom area, spiral staircase to I definitely want a gourmet kitchen. I definitely need one of those. And I need a huge bathroom. Especially after the one I have in there. Not complaining, but my bathroom's kind of small in there. I literally what my sister had. I walked into her bathroom like, my God, it's a small bathroom in here. I want something huge. So, the place I was looking at has a fireplace. No, we're not keen on the whole fireplace thing, so I never use them anyway. But everything else, brick and marble and all that other good stuff, oh heck yeah. Especially for what I pay now, I should be able to do that with my standing on my head. So that's what I'm looking at right now, luxury apartments or condos or whatever. So let's get this, oh man, one hit, like this, no trace. This is gonna be easy for mapping, look at that, no trace. Which means I can hit that inside, no trace. You have any idea what happens when you have to bring out a trace? You gotta, and I'm coloring in with a mouse, okay? This is one hit, just like that. Now, would I be able to run my business? Heck yeah, I can run my business. My business is that big. That's what I'm buying this storefront for. I'm getting a storefront. I might get some warehouse space. Then I got family that wants to join in to help me out with what I'm doing already for my company. And I got my sister up there. She has a ton of connections in business. Like you wouldn't freaking believe. Like she has a lot of heavy connections. It's like, come up here, man. I'll introduce you to some of my clients. People are into that kind of technology, this black technology. I've been showing them all week long. They'll get a chance to meet you. A lot of people in the meeting. So it's going to be cool. That's going to be awesome. So, new change. Yeah, it'll get me out of the house more too, because this place feels like a prison to me sometimes. So, you know, I'll be to get out, be to mingle with people and stuff like that, you know, cool stuff like that. And they go out to eat every night. So, guess who's going to be eating to eat every night? It'll be me. Which I got to be careful, because I don't want to get the weight back. All right, let's put something cool in our little circle over there. We got the circle. So that's kind of stuff I'm thinking about right now. But I'm pretty sure I got a year down there to figure out what I want to do. And after I figure out full year what I want, and I'm going to basically get a big house. And they got some nice farmland out there. I'll be a little farther. Not too far out, but you know, they can actually get to the thing too. All right, let's create a surface. And then we're just going to go in. We're done with the surface. I'm going to get something pretty for that. This is the other one we had before. No, let's do something different. We can't do those because we can't pull up the black. So this is what I mean by you have to have black screens to do this. We're going to paint a black screen and then a vortex area right there. But I'll show you why you have to have black in there. Because the applications in here make it black. All right, where's the crumble? We're going to do the crumble. So the crumble, when it drops, it's supposed to have a black background. It shows a white surface first. Then when it crumbles, it shows a deep black vortex, which you're not going to pick up because the wall's white. Now I got people saying, well, what about contracts? My contracts are still stable. It doesn't make a difference where I land on the planet. Contracts still go. Processing orders, same thing. Nothing new. I was in a little tiny rented room where I slept on the floor for 4 years and I ran a company. This place is a little bit different. This place is gigantic. It's like 1,000 or 12,000 square feet luxury studio. So I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that. It's a 3-bedroom setup. So yeah, it's just me and a cat in there at the end of the day. But I wanted something big enough where I can move around. And my swings down here are around 9 something, 9, no, they're 8, they're 8.5. This ones are 15 feet high. So I was like, whoa. My sister was showing me the place she was actually walking through. Had to talk to this woman about what I wanted. I talked to her, explained to her what I needed. I don't like interaction with people at the end of the day because I told her about the whole lung thing and all that thing going on. And I need a private entrance going in and out. And it'd be nice if I could get a deck. That's what I would like to have. I will pay extra for it. And I got to pay $200 for the cat. So Taco requires $200 first deposit going in. And then he's like $50 every month. Who cares? I pay $100. I'll pay $1,000. That's my fur baby. But I wanted something big enough. Now, I got 3 bedrooms in there. I'm going to convert one of the bedrooms, all wooden floors in there. I'm going to convert one of the bedrooms into an office, and the other one I can make into a small workshop. And I could run my business from there, no problem. I won't have the luxury of having the giant 250 in the background, but in the direction where I'm pointing my company at and with the business associates I'll be locked in with, I don't think they're really interested in 250. They're interested in getting those cans and containers, marking them with some nice labels, some barcodes, and putting them in stores. That's what they want to do with them. So once it gets to that point where I'm basically doing a couple thousand orders a day, this is where we leave out of the apartment and we start renting some warehouse area in the industrial area, and we start working from there, bring a small crew, and we go from there. Yeah, really do some business down there big time. All right, we're uploading. We should have been uploading. I'm just talking too much. That's what it is. Mr. Bird is running his mouth too much. There we go. We should have the breakout. There's the breakout. Now, you see how washed out that looks? That is supposed to be jet black. It's supposed to look like the wall crumbles, and you're supposed to see this black in this black. Well, you can't see it because the white wall can't register the contrast that's coming from the projector. So once we get this coated in with the 39, we'll be able to pick up our white levels and see that black vortex in the background. But just showing you how it all works. So cool thing about projector mapping is, bottom line is, you can design any screen you want. They're fantastic for advertising. You can design anything you want. Tape out on the wall, paint it in with our technology, and boom. Instant advertising all day. Well, you can't do that with a gray screen. How are you going to pick up a black level with a gray screen? If I wanted to do deep, dark, outer space, how come I pulled it off with a gray screen? I love it when I mention the black technology. Some people leave out like, oh, you're talking about black technology again. Well, you explain to me how I'm going to get a 100% contrast level without spending thousands of dollars for a projector that still can't pick up the contrast level. Doesn't work that well. Yeah, we've done that one with the, what was the face on the mirror? Yeah. Can't do that whole mirror on the wall. Who's the fairest of them all with a gray screen? Who ever seen that? Never mind, I'm not even going down that road. Why do I even explain? Not to the customers. I love you guys. We get people coming here and they're grumpy grapes. They get upset when you mention black screen. Well, it is what it is. Keep in mind, it's not the black screen that you so much have to worry about. It's the gunmetal technology that is responsible for wiping out the gray screens. That's why when we did the 2.0, we put it against gunmetal screens to show how advanced that technology was. Oh, did you see the demonstration from John T? John T. Cool dude, cool dude, cool dude. He's doing a lot of white level demonstrations for us. He just did one a few minutes ago. I didn't get a chance to look at it because I'm on the phone, but I did get a peep of it, you know, from the screenshot, so I uploaded it. I can't wait to go watch it. But thank you so much for the support. I appreciate that. And this is what I explain to you people. When you have people, well, we all know how he is at the end of the day. We all know what kind of person he is. So you know his intentions are never going to be good. But keep in mind, as your intentions are never good, we're always going to have people that are going to back and support us on our products. And these are the same people that are sitting there looking at this demonstration going, that's wrong. I got the same screen here. Let me go put this fellow on blast. And that's what happened to him. Now he's on blast. His expert opinion. Man, your expert opinion is about the equivalence of me throwing a piano 20 yards. And that's not going to happen. I cannot pick up a piano, number one, and it's not going to travel even 20 yards. Your expert opinion isn't worth nothing. Due to the fact that, again, Well, I'm not bringing it up. I'm tired of talking about it. So sat there and lied to people your expert opinion. Oh man, well you're just keep in mind, just because I'm gonna be in another state doesn't mean I'm not gonna come get you. Because I am gonna come get you. I want you to remember that. Now what I mean by that, people, we have a fellow who basically slandered our product, messed with copyrights, did things he shouldn't have done at the end of the day. I don't want you to ever think in a million years, because Mr. Bird sits in another state, that I'm not gonna come get you, because I am. And I'm gonna keep my word on that. I'll promise you that one. You're gonna see my face in court, you will. And you're also gonna explain why you messed up on that 2.0 demonstration too. You had a nerd and think the product looked darker than it was supposed to be. Shame on you. How threatened are you of the 2.0? Must be a lot. Must be a lot. Must be a lot in order to do all that at the end of the day. No? All you know now is you basically giving us more customers, more orders, more sales. Because people see what you did, and it kind of downgrades your product, because again, if you can't trust somebody's expert opinion because they lie on camera, then you can't trust their products either. This is the reason why we had so much trouble getting the Cinemax down here for testing, because he didn't want it down here. It wouldn't have went well. I didn't get a chance to go in today and check out whether or not he did the microblend. I'm gonna go with no. Really don't feel like, honestly, truthfully, I don't feel like going on your site. Every time we go on there, we find something more jacked up than the next. So we don't feel like going through that. So no, let you guys figure it out. You're the consumers at the end of the day. You want to know, you want the best product, and you know where to buy the best product. You want to get stabbed and, I don't know, get a product that you can literally go to Sherwin-Williams and take off a shelf, and you definitely know from there. And you should be asking questions. Ask us questions. I don't mind. Ask me questions. I don't mind. That's why we have all the test demonstrations on the website. You ask me questions. We don't mind asking for yes as questions. Go to the website and see all the test demonstrations, everything being posted. Go to ask questions. Did the 2.0 go against the microblend? Yeah. We actually did it multiple times. Even put network grade next to it for fun. Did we test against network grade? Oh, yes, we did. Throughout the entire 3-hour test demonstrations on the product. Is it ultra short throw compatible? Yep, inside and out. Not just in a dark environment with a high-end projector. What about the white levels? Did a white level test on it, no problem. Certified screens? Yep, did that one too. What else you got? All right, there you go. Now we're gonna have some fun with this right here. Tomorrow, I'm gonna go in and make some of the 39 out, and we're gonna paint it right in here. It's gonna be a weird shaped screen, isn't it? It's like a stop sign. And we're just gonna map right in that middle part right there. I just like the fact that I don't have to go in. Well, I can see where I did hit the scan correctly. But we've got some areas in here that can get hit. So what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna have to do the magic brush, scan the entire area, and then I'm gonna have to go in with a painter's brush and hit the edges to make sure we nail it perfectly. I should do a Stargate. I never did a Stargate. The only thing I had about the Stargate, the problem with that, I was gonna design one, but at the time I was trying to figure out what projector could be used to fit in that section. With 3D mapping, you have to worry about that. So let's check out something else real quick. I'm gonna check out the board there and there. Let me see what we're gonna put in there. Let's just go from here. Can you get something from our project? Our project. Videos or images. Where are our effects at? We can put a video here. Let me put that update in. Tell me about these updates. But you know so much. What you got on sleep tonight? Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Now keep in mind that my departure, it's going to be a bit of a while. It's going to be probably about 2 or 3 months because I've got some things that have to be taken care of first before I have to leave. Some very important things that must be attended to before I can leave from here. Some loose ends that need to be wrapped up. So once that's done, then Mr. Bird can leave and go to his new place. Oh, look at that right there. That's when we did the trees outside. And that background's supposed to be jet black, by the way. Oh, the air feels great. It's great. Let's see. Now, as for the acoustic screens, no, we will not be to spray those, not in the establishment that I'll be in. But we do have another company that will be taking over that part and will be posting their website. That's where you'll be going through them. They'll be acquiring a contract through us for permission to be able to sell those products. So they'll be taking over that section right there. And this is a very interesting setup. You know, I have a gym, there's a movie theater in this bad boy, and there's a lounge, like a little bar or something they have in there for the, only for attendants only, and some other stuff, soundproof, which I don't have to hear nobody over top me and no one underneath me at all, period. And you have to check in through security before you can actually walk into that building. Oh, it ain't one of those where you in like a Motel 6 in the setup. No. This is all high end. You basically have to walk through security to get to that place. So I have to make sure that whoever's going to be coming through family and all, I have to have them on a list. They have to show ID when they come to the door. So yeah, this is a real nice area. Let me see. We're gonna run through. Oh, man. Do we have anything else we got in here in our display? Little Dragon Ball Z. See, it doesn't look right without that black, the black on it, man. It's just cheating so much. Just not giving to it out of space. Can't even do our vortex in here. Look at this. Run it. Let it run. Because we need the black. I'm about to put in a black hole. We can't even run it correctly because we don't have the necessary, well, we don't have any paint left there from the orders to do my vortex. I should do a Doctor Who. Look at that. Can't shut off. Ain't no black on it. It's coming up and freaking bright. And it's not supposed to splash light all over the walls. It's supposed to be dark. That looks pretty cool once we get it done. I'm going to try to round it off a little bit. That's what I'm going to try to round it off with the tape. I'm going to try to round it off the best I can. It's like I'm about to just throw you into that black hole. Does that look cool or what? It's like, oh my God, he's just trying to pick us up and throw us into the black hole? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Now, when we get to 39 here, we get that sucker jet black. We can do our vortex. I'm putting one of these up in my place, my new place. Oh yeah, I'm definitely putting one in. I'm just gonna have a constant vortex going off in the background, like a wormhole. What the freak is that? Don't get too close to that. I might even put caution tape around it that says don't get too close. I mean caution, don't stand near the vortex or the portal. And people freaking out, have the projector hidden somewhere so they can't see it. Because look, projectors, when you do mapping, there's no light in between. Usually on the projector, you see that light coming through. You see if you have any dust in your room, you can see the dust transferring back and forth. No, all that's gone. You can't even see it. I could tuck that thing up somewhere under one of the high bookcases and have it hitting. Use the projector lens shift to hit it, and you would never know. You could walk past it all day long. You wouldn't even know because it doesn't hit you in the face. You can't see it. See? Doesn't give off anything. Cuts down the lumens dramatically, but allows you to be to see the image from there. And I have a little caution tape right here, and then have like a little display here talking about how I captured it. It's our vortex. I might have it standing up just a little bit so it has a little more depth to it, so you can just put your hand into it. But I'm gonna have something like that set up on display. Some people come over to the spot, they can look at it and go, what the freak is that in the next room? Oh, that's a portal. Kind of helped and cracked open the wall, and that popped open. All right, people, hope you enjoyed the demonstration. We'll have it painted up and ready to go by tomorrow. I'm so happy because we got all supplies in for the customers. Customers are going to be taken care of. I'm so happy about information our customers are taken care of. That'd be so cool. If someone had figured out a way how to put 3D mapping onto a drone. Of course, you'd have to have extra quiet stealth rotors. You don't want any blinking lights on this machine. You want this thing to be a cloak into darkness. You could pretty much project a hologram anywhere you want. Ghost, anything you want. Oh, that would have freaked the crap out of my neighbors. You see something just pop up out of nowhere? Kind of sad. I kind of think I use them for guinea pigs sometimes to test out some of the mapping software for the backyard. Now, I had a piece perched over where I can lock it into the top of the deck area. If I can have something I can lock it in, I can actually put a large snake in my yard moving back and forth. Because I can cut my grass in the wall, I can use that for something. All right, cool. We have some fun with this. I don't have any more portals on this thing. Check out something out real quick. What do you like the portal? I gotta download some black holes. That's what we need next. Check out what we got on here. That's the black hole. Oh, this I can get the star. Download all these. You can use any of these. Oh yes! Definitely gonna be using this one right now. How do I get out of this program? Maybe get back in here. Definitely got to see this one. Star field. We got a vortex in here. Let me do the vortex too. I think that's what the vortex is all like. This is a star field coming out. So the star field pulling in, it pulls out. Oh, that's freaking cool. Yeah, we definitely got to get that black up here. All right. Let me see. It's not really, that's not pulling at all, period. Now, should we use it the way this technology is designed, our technology is designed, you have to use it in a fully lit environment. See how that fails horribly? So imagine that being jet black and you see those stars pulling at the same time. I'm definitely going to Stargate. I'm definitely going to Stargate next week. No, not now, I don't have it. But I'm going to get one, download one. Definitely going to Stargate. How big is this? Huh. No, it's not Stargate, but those look kind of cool though. That's a preview. Anytime you see the lines come up, I can preview whatever I want to watch before I actually download it. Make sure I like it. It's coming back on, but we're actually loading it through. Oh, that's freaking sick. All right, we're definitely going to do some LED lights around it. We have to do LED lights. I mean, pretty cool effect. Do some LED lights around it. That is freaking cool. Just so that you can just dive right through it. Let's go over to we're going to have some cool fun with this crazy little screen. All right. I'm going to shut down my unit for this. I think tomorrow I'm going to come in and try to get more of a circle design to it. I should be good to go with that. All right, hope you enjoyed the weird and strange screen. I put down an octagon projection screen. I think the one I want to do for the other place is I'm just going to get me a large hula hoop, and I'm going to basically put it against the wall, trace out my circle, and then painter tape all the way around it, which is going to be tedious, but what the heck. Because I want to look like a circle right into the wall. And then hook up my projector, hide everything so you can't see it, and you'll just be able to see this vortex pushing through. All right, well, this will just be my test surface to test it on. Hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. Let me shut my stuff off over here. Turn my fire on, my red lights in here. Put all the white in here outside the house. It's like there's a science experiment going on upstairs. I hope you enjoyed the video demonstration. We'll probably have it done tomorrow. Gotta go. Thank you all, and God bless.